What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining us. We are live right now. John Matrixx, Rhodes Rants, and we will have another special guest coming in just a little bit. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Rhodes Rants, what's going on, my friend?
What's up, John?
Oh, not much. With some kind of delay?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to turn my volume off
Oh,
and
okay.
clicked it like 12 times and it wouldn't go off. I'm like, stop playing, will you?
Yeah.
So, good evening. Yes. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Good. I see we got some people already in here. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Drop in the chat. Where are you coming from? Where are you watching from? Not where you coming from. You ain't coming to my house. That's for sure. But yeah, just drop in the chat. We got 10 people watching right now. We're going to get into our major topics here in just a little bit because we found out some ridiculously stupid Star Wars news today. Oh, well. Rhodes Rants, yeah. I see here in the chat, Rhodes says he's from Texas. You don't say.
In fact, from Texas.
John, Sally, John, hello there. Cruz, Georgia. John, Sally, North Carolina. Poet Society, the Black Chosen One is here. Luke McGuck, Ontario, Canada. Welcome, my Canadian friends. I hope you, man, I keep bumping. I'm using this boom arm right here. Maybe if I scoot back a little bit.
And allow me to make an observation.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we're seeing names I don't recognize in the chat.
Yeah, we do. We are.
You know, that's cool. Welcome in.
Well, Jake117. There we go.
We do recognize him.
A regular.
and we're glad he's here too. So
yeah.
But it's awesome. That's a sign of growth.
Yeah.
So awesome.
It's amazing though that since the new year, man, YouTube is just compressing the views, man. My videos are not getting any views now, really. It's bad. But the live streams have still been about the same.
I will say something too. I was doing some research on that, and evidently that's a common theme first quarter every year from YouTubers, particularly in January and February, is that views drop way down compared to the rest of the year. So, Stallone fan, what's up? Good to see you.
Yes, Stallone fan, another regular. John, Sally, John sees me from time to time. Always enjoyed John's videos. Well, thank you. We starting to get more people in here. You guys really want to find out this juicy news. We're probably going to wait till our special guest. He said he'll be here in about 7 minutes or so. I don't want to dive in too far until he gets here. I see the thumbs up are going. We're at 14 thumbs up. Let's get to 20. I know that we can. And man, so many things to talk about. I actually thought about titling this live stream, SJW's cancel Stephen King, SJW's cancel Vince Vaughn. And then I saw this news about Palpatine. I was like, man, I just need to title this video something. Which title is going to get the most views? And I still think is The Rise of Skywalker right now. But we're definitely going to touch on the cancel culture thing also. Definitely got to talk about that because that's absolutely ridiculous. I actually recorded a video about Stephen King. I didn't edit it. And to be honest with you, it was kind of trash. So I just deleted it. I didn't even upload it. So kind of stupid if you ask me.
Yep. It's pretty ridiculous. You know, I haven't loved in the past things Stephen King's had to say, in all honesty.
Yeah.
He's got TDS as well.
Oh, definitely.
However, his original comments were, I mean, they were sort of what you expected. He judges art on their individual merits as in terms of quality
Exactly.
of product, like you would any product that's put in front of you. I'm comparing 42 different pieces of product, and these are the 12 products that stood out versus the other products.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it was perfectly logical, and then you have that dimwit Duvernay or whatever her name is.
Yeah, Ava DuVernay.
Yeah, wearing her SJW logoed Superman shirt, flying in as she's dropping her little she was even sarcastic in the tweet.
Right.
I wake up and I've decided after I'm done meditating, and I'm just like, oh, go bleep yourself.
I'm gonna tell you what I said in my video that I didn't finish editing. I was like, Stephen King's 100% right. It should be quality over diversity, because I'm from a music background. When I was in band, they would pass out music to us. Half the time, you don't even know who the composer is, and all you see is the notes on the page. And you judge the music, the art, because music is art, by the quality. Nobody ever asked, what's the ethnicity or race of the composer, because nobody cared. Nobody gave a damn. And if the music was good, it was good. Never came up in my lifetime about that. But we're in a whole different kind of world now, And Ava DuVernay, she's a hypocrite. For one thing, we all know that she made A Wrinkle in Time. The movie was a disaster.
Right.
Nobody went and saw it. Did you see it? I didn't go see it.
No.
So you mean to tell me
like trash during the trailer?
You mean to tell me that movie should have got consideration for an Oscar just because Ava DuVernay is black? No. But however, Ava DuVernay also directed Selma. Selma was a very good movie. And you know what? That movie got the recognition it deserved. It got an Oscar nomination for Best Picture. I don't think it won, though. But I saw the movie. That movie was very good. So you can't tell me diversity should not play a part in it. It should not play a part in it.
Well, let's just put a little context to it too.
Okay.
19 times has an African American actor been nominated for best actor. And since 2001, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times during that time. And there's been 3 winners: Denzel, Forrest Whitaker, and Jamie Foxx won.
Halle Berry also.
Yeah. I'm looking at strictly actors. But,
okay.
But the point was, and there's been several best supporting actors, several best supporting actresses, and I'm trying to get the best picture, but point being, films that you would consider, just predominantly black-led films since 1985.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 films, and 12 Years a Slave won.
Yeah.
Best Picture. So
that was a damn good movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What's up, 19K Fox? He's in the house.
I apologize for being late, gentlemen. Work is crazy.
No, I just kind of told you last minute. So
what's up, Foxy?
Thanks for having me.
Yep. John Sally says he's waiting on Venom 2. We'll have to see about that. We will have to see about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Me too.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to our main topic, Fox, did you have a chance to kind of read upon the main topic? If not, doesn't matter. I mean, we're going to go over it anyway. Okay. I'm just curious if you heard about it or anything like that.
Sorry about that. No, I haven't had a chance to look at that yet.
Okay, we're going to read about it right now. Guys, so make sure you keep smashing that thumbs up button. YouTube, we're in YouTube hell here in January for sure. So
No kid.
Brutal, absolutely brutal. So I don't know how many people are going to be on this live stream. We're already starting to lose people now. So let's kind of jump into the main topic here. Emperor Palpatine himself was brought back in episode 9. And a lot of people are wondering, how did he come back? And we weren't given an explanation in the movie except for the dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. Straight up ripped that off from episode 3, word for word. Pretty dumb if you ask me. But the thing is, the movie never told us how he actually came back. But you have to buy ancillary material to find out, which is completely stupid. They should have told how he came back because, I mean, Poe Dameron finds out in the movie, he's like, guess what, guys? Palpatine's back. Okay.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay.
That was good. We're
Must be Tuesday. I don't know. What the
no
hell
shit. Okay.
That was pretty stupid, in my opinion. He's just back because the dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
That's it. Like Bruce Campbell, Army of Darkness. Okay, then.
Yeah.
That's it.
But now we find out how he came back.
Oh,
and it is dumb. It is very, very stupid how he came back. So I'm going to go ahead and read this here. How he came back. Now I'm reading this off of Screen Rant.
I should have prepared myself for this. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. And this is what they say. It's just one little paragraph. I'm not even going to share the screen. I'm just going to read it. In the film, we find out that he'd been hiding in Exegol all alone, talking about Palpatine, as Supreme Leader Snoke's physical body housed his consciousness. Now, this is all from the, I'm sorry, I guess I should have said, this is all from the Rise of Skywalker Visual Dictionary. So, okay. So, however, it didn't get into specifics on how he even got to the remote planet. Fortunately, the Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker Visual Dictionary provided additional details in hopes of properly clearing out this seeming plot hole. According to the tie-in book, Darth Sidious was brought to Exegol by his hooded cohorts called the Sith Eternals. These mysterious beings weren't mentioned in the movie, although they were explicitly featured during the climatic battle between Rey and her grandfather. Apparently, they are devoted Sith followers who were Palpatine's loyalists. After Darth Sidious defeat and Return of the Jedi, they brought him to Exegol, and using technology, in quotations, and occult, they were able to revive him. Wow.
Rhodes, you got to raise a hand, bro.
Go ahead, Rhodes. Go ahead.
I got a question. The Sith loyalist, if they were on said Death Star in Return of the Jedi, how in the massive flaming blazing F did they survive the Death Star blowing up in order to get Palpatine off of said exploding Death Star? How did that happen exactly?
I'm under the impression that they weren't on the Death Star.
What? Well, how did they retrieve him then?
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. Don't ask any questions, in other words. That's how they came back. They came and got him. My interpretation is they flew out there after the Death Star exploded. And for one thing, we saw that thing get incinerated. First of all, Palpatine was thrown down the shaft by Vader. Dead. Second, Death Star explodes into smithereens. Dead. Why in the hell is his body intact if they revived him?
So is he floating around in space like Leia out there right now? And they're like, "Oh shit, there's Palps. We better cruise in and pick him up."
Maybe there was a
there is a bit of a difference. I mean, Leia was sucked into the vacuum of space. Palpatine was incinerated. Bit difference.
So either they were able to go find him floating in space and retrieve his body, or he landed in some of the wreckage on Endor, and then they found him that way.
First of all, the wreckage on Endor that almost doesn't make any sense because that throne room was pretty much intact.
Well, it's true. Yeah. Well, none of it makes any sense. None of it does.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, oh man, if you're just not joining in, leave us your comment in the chat, what you actually think of this ridiculous reason why Palpatine came back, how he came back. This was really told me this was a rush job, it seemed, to throw him into the fits.
I still don't understand. I mean, and they even alluded to it in The Rise of Skywalker. Why not just say that the Snoke that was killed in 8 was a clone, and the original, the true Snoke would be the bad guy in Rise of Skywalker?
Okay, let's flash over to a creative meeting at Lucasfilm. Heads, we bring back Palpatine. Tails, we figure out how to bring Vader back, even though he was redeemed. Go. It's Palps. We're good. Woo! Was really sweating that Vader thing out. Oh, frick. Seth Savage. Yes, I have seen Drive Angry.
Drive Angry? I haven't heard of that. What is that?
Nick Cage. Yeah.
Yeah. He's nuts. It was sort of the beginning of the end of Nick Cage and theatrical releases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
His co-star was hot. I can't remember what her name was, but she was hot.
I haven't seen the movie. Who else is in it?
I have no earthly idea.
Yeah.
Come to think of it. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with Seth Savage. Disney ran out of ideas. Pretty much. The Death Star is powdered by Kuiper crystals. It wasn't a regular explosion.
Powered by Kyber crystals, so it wasn't a regular explosion. So,
well, the actual weapon thing was powered by Kuiper crystals, but still, we saw it incinerate.
Yeah.
Now I know there's going to be debris that flies around, so that's why I didn't make a huge deal about, the throne room still kind of being there. I mean,
yeah,
whatever. But Palpatine was definitely incinerated, no doubt about it.
Yes,
he
was a goner.
Look, George said he was dead as a doornail. Okay. Yeah. And what's weird about that is George says he's dead. Why is he even coming up in a creative brainstorm at Lucasfilm? They should be off to something else. We've got to figure something else out. Why is Palpatine even brought up, much less actually make it through some kind of a creative quality? Do we even think there's a quality progression where they're like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea, make sure you send that over to blah. Yeah, that's great. And then it gets to the fourth person and they walk around the thing and they stick their head into the office and go, you realize that's the worst idea in the history of all bad ideas, right?
But we
can't do that.
You keep using that C word, creative. I don't know that exists there.
Yeah.
Anymore. I mean,
no, it does not exist. It doesn't. I mean, and then at that, if I want to know what Luke thinks about this. Luke doesn't address Palpatine's return at all in the movie. Nothing at all. Luke was just brought back to retcon Last Jedi. That's it. Because that's all he did in that scene.
Yep.
But you would think somebody like him, wait a minute. I saw my father throw him down that shaft. And I escaped with my father's dead body. And we left the Death Star. And we saw it incinerate. How the hell is this dude back and I'm a Force ghost?
It looks like, dude, I was there. He died.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Say that out loud. Luke Skywalker is dead but Palpatine is still alive.
Yeah.
How did we get here from 1983?
I mean, ODing on the Force doesn't seem like such a bad idea, except when you're incinerated to death. I mean, both are bad ideas. You know, both are bad ideas. But for Palpatine to be incinerated, yeah, that's a problem. That's a big time problem right there.
Not only that, but Palpatine came back as Count Dracula.
I know. I know.
I can't.
And all this article says is technology and occult. How in the hell you get a full body intact after exploding to death?
Once again, he was missing some fingers, but no limb, no arm, no leg. Now he should have been a brain in a jar. If you're going to bring him back, this is all we could find, you know, and a couple toes or something.
He was a damn zombie. I kept waiting for Rick from The Walking Dead to saunter out with his cowboy hat and pull his 6-shooter out and shoot him in the head.
You know what else? If he really, really needed to regenerate himself through sucking out somebody's life force, why did he wait 30 years to finally do it? He could have just got Joe Blow off of Exegol or wherever he was, sucked out their life force, and that's it. He didn't actually need Rey's and Kylo Ren's life force.
You got you're sitting in a stadium with 20,000 bad dudes. Just call about 4 or 5 of them down. And
I'm pretty sure some of them would have wanted to sacrifice themselves for him.
Yeah, they were devotees. They were his cult. They would have given their lives for him.
Yes, they would have died for him. But I want to know how all of these people actually found him. That's the thing. And I know we're going to get the book. I'm pretty sure the book will probably explain it much more in detail than this. But still, it doesn't make any sense. Is this by far the worst idea in Star Wars history?
I think so.
I can't think of too much that's worse than that.
I think Luke ODing on the Force would be number 1 for me, but this would be a clear cut number 2.
But the thing is, it was dumb that he died, but we also saw where Obi-Wan just kind of like let himself become one with the Force, and Luke did too. But for Palpatine, just to come back in this way, no good explanation. This may be worse.
It's not even really an idea. It's just like, hey, bring him back. Why? How? When? We'll figure it out later.
Luke McGuck makes a great point. Why wouldn't he have just sucked Luke's life force away from him in Return of the Jedi, if that was a thing? Because guess what? It wasn't a thing.
Well, see, that's another problem too. You know, the Force healing. Why didn't Vader just find some Jedi, suck out his life force, and regrow his limbs? There's a whole bunch of problems that this movie creates.
Why wouldn't Luke save Anakin, you know, instead of just letting him die at the end of Return of the Jedi? Why wouldn't he give him a little, force bump, Yeah. Something.
Oh, but the guy from Lucasfilm said it's because of the Force Dyad connection.
Oh.
Which doesn't make any sense still, because Baby Yoda heals Grief Karka.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mando gets healed too.
That other power we just made up. Force Dyad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know, John. They don't. They literally don't know. Like the guys. Yeah. I mean, go back to what I said the other day about Nine Gnome. The two writers for Lucasfilm, one of them who's Ray Carson, is writing the novelization for The Rise of Skywalker. I'm writing the novelization for the movie,
and they're contradicting each other.
And they're both like, yeah, he's dead. And then the actor Mike Quinn comes out and says, no, I'm not. I'm not. My character did not die in this movie. And he's writing the novelization and doesn't know if a character is dead.
Yeah.
Who Who employs these people?
Remember, we were sold this thing like, listen, we're going to kill the EU, but don't worry, we have this brain trust. We have all these people that sit in this room, and nothing, I don't mean nothing gets approved until everybody is checking everything and double, triple checking so that there's no continuity errors and no contradictions and blah, 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 blah. And look where we are now.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
Happy Dinosaur 8000. Welcome in. Make sure you guys go on and smash that thumbs up button. We got 22 people watching. We get up some more thumbs up here. What do you guys think of all of this? Let's see here. John Sally. That's storyline in EU Battlefront 2 Operation Cinder is canon. Why wasn't this used for episode 9, the Emperor's plan, in case Palps dies? I don't know. I haven't played that game. Have you guys played that?
I haven't played Battlefront, no. Not enough to get into that story, no.
Yeah, something like that still, man. You shouldn't have to play a video game to get a major plot point like that. I mean, they missed the ball so much. That was a major plot point. Palpatine coming back, and you don't explain how he comes back in the movie. Now, granted, they could have just said this in the movie, but they want you to buy this other stuff because Star Wars is going broke and ain't making the money. And I was actually watching a Campia's video this morning. He was actually talking about the box office performance of this movie. And you know that he didn't like the movie, but he said it's a big deal that the movie hit $1 billion. It's not a failure. It's not underperforming or anything like that. I'm like,
come on,
this thing is massively underperforming. This movie's going to make $300 million less than Last Jedi. Let that sink in.
Yeah, I checked in on a live stream the other day of some folks that'll remain nameless, but they were talking about how everybody's making videos about, you know, it barely crossing $1 billion, or it might not get $1 billion. And they were like, it's a big success. It made $1 billion. Come
on.
Listen,
no,
come on.
No.
$1 billion is not the end all be all. It's not the marker.
It doesn't mean a lot today.
No. Well, it's not the marker of success on a movie that should have made $2 billion.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
I mean, the movie's hitting $1 billion now. If we take a look at it, is it that big of a deal? Not really. I mean, Captain Marvel made $1 billion.
Yeah, and it's missed every other projection. I mean, opening weekend, opening week. You know, at this point, it should have. By every other projection, we should be far beyond $1 billion. I mean, it's not tracking at all.
It's not meeting anybody's expectations.
No,
I mean, a year ago, I think Rhodes said it was going to make. We actually had a bet. You still owe me a damn steak dinner too. Rhodes said it was going to make $1.5 billion initially.
And then Palpatine came back, and I was like, I'm out.
You're like, no.
This movie's going to make like, I think it's at 1,700,000 right now. It's over, man. This thing is a little over 1.1 billion.
And somebody said today they still think it's going to make 1.2, and I'm like,
oh,
I don't think
no.
so.
No.
Oh, Hollywood Reporter. It said it today. Yeah.
No.
They thought it was going to make 1.2 to 1.2 and a half or 7.5, and I was like, it may not make 1.1. What are you talking about?
You think this movie has another $200 million in it?
No.
No way.
No.
I think it's got another
not.
75 million, 50 to 75 million left.
This is it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
We're about to get into this movie's been out just about a month. And the box set 4K comes out in March. I'm thinking, how long you think this movie's gonna stay in the theater now? Another.
I mean, it's the only positive weekend it ever had was New Year's Day. It is just steadily dropped off. So I can't imagine.
Yeah, and they're gonna start pulling it from. It's not gonna have like 4,000 screens.
This should be the week where the theater screens drop by like 2,000 screens. I would think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm thinking. What do you think? February. about second week of February is
15.
pulled from all theaters.
I would think because you've got Bad Boys 3 coming out this week. That's gonna knock out a bunch of
that's gonna hurt. That's
Yeah.
gonna hurt them. I need to see that. 1917 is doing real good too. I need to see that movie this weekend.
Oh yeah, you need to see that. It's a good movie.
I need to see it this weekend. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
gonna
I don't
go
know
see
by.
it.
What do you think? February, the first weekend of February, maybe the last time it's in theaters. 3 weekends.
Could be. Yeah. Now here's the thing: it won't catch Rogue One. I think has it already caught Rogue One? It's pretty close. I know adjusted for inflation,
It's
it
not.
won't.
It's not going to catch it domestically. No,
No,
it
no,
will
but
not.
but this movie has better legs internationally than Rogue One did,
Yeah,
from what I understand. But when you adjust for inflation, no, Rogue One is going to beat this movie, adjusted for inflation.
Death by Saber. What's up? Yeah, Death by Saber brings up. I bet it's gone in theaters by the week Birds of Prey comes out.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Actually, if you adjust for inflation on all the Star Wars movies, all the OT movies blow this away. The Phantom Menace blows this away at the box office. Revenge of the Sith blows this movie away. I think the only one maybe Attack of the Clones, and Attack of the Clones still made $1 billion when you adjust for inflation. This is going to be like the second worst performing Star Wars movie at the box office.
Even my new low ball estimate, it still has to make $59 million more just to hit that. It's only made $1 billion, 1 million. That's it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
insane.
It is. I wonder what. I don't know when they account for inflation, they look at the dollars, but I also think you got to look at, if like Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, if there was IMAX 3D back then, because those ticket prices are like, I don't know if they actually accumulate that into it, estimates or anything, because tickets for IMAX is like $19, IMAX 3D. So I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It's still Rogue One made $532 million.
It ain't catching that domestic.
Yeah. Rise is only at 480.
And Rise actually may only make, it'll probably cross, maybe it'll cross 500 million.
I don't know that I'm looking at these numbers, guys. It's possible that it may not catch Rogue One.
Look at this. We're 5 years after The Force Awakens. It's going to be $400+ million less domestically than The Force Awakens did.
Yeah. Now, granted,
$400 million less.
Now, just to be fair, Force Awakens is the highest grossing domestic movie of all time.
True.
So it was unlikely it would do that, but still.
If they'd have knocked it out of the park with episode 8 and episode 9, this movie, let's say they knocked it out of the park, this should have been a $780 million domestic movie, $800 million. Yeah,
it should have been around, because I think Last Jedi was like 720 or something like that. No, I thought it was in 700s. Last Jedi.
No,
let me look it up. I could have swore it was I could have swore that it was here, Box Office Mojo. Yeah, it was
620.
Oh, 620. Yep. You're right. Okay.
So Rise of Skywalker only made $10 million last weekend. About 11 million.
Yeah. And
I don't know. It's got $57 million more just to catch Rogue One.
Man, this
I
thing.
don't know, guys.
And we're talking about us versus a spin-off movie.
A spin-off movie.
You know what? It really almost needs $100 million more just to get to 1.1 billion.
Yes.
No, it's not going to happen.
I don't
think so. Because look at it. On last Saturday, it made let's call it 6.8 million. Friday was pretty horrible, 3.8. Sunday was bad. The Saturday before that, okay. Look at the Saturdays here. Saturdays are the key.
Oh, you're right.
So
look at that.
Saturdays are the key.
Damn.
So it came the first Saturday 47.4, the next Saturday 25, then the next Saturday 14, the next Saturday after that 6.7.
That's more than,
So this thing is probably going to drop to like 3 million.
3, 4, maybe.
Yeah.
Wow. It's seriously, it's realistically possible. I mean, it would have to stay in theaters for 5 more weeks and make $10 million every week just to catch Rogue One.
That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Let's see here. All right. It said, let me look at Rogue One here. So this is 1.01. I just want to, let me get my calculator out first.
Yeah, you're right, Rose. It's crazy we're even making this comparison. Why are we even Rogue One? What are we doing? Why is this? How is this a thing?
I just want to make sure that I got.
Why is it?
I want to make sure that I got the exact numbers here.
That's storytelling. You know, it is storytelling. I was telling John the other day that one of my clients is actually going to come on one of our live streams, and he's a Star Wars fan. Him and his wife both are Star Wars fans. He claims he's more of a casual fan, but once I got to talking to him, I was like, you know a hell of a lot more about Star Wars than most casual fans do. Like he knows quite a bit about the EU. He knows about Mara Jade, Thrawn, all of this stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I know some Star Wars fans that don't have that kind of knowledge base. And he puts his money where his mouth is. He's got a lot of collectibles. He's got the big, expensive Lego Millennium Falcon, that real expensive one they came out with. And him and his wife liked The Rise of Skywalker. But he said particularly his wife was like really confused by the important parts. Like, why the hell is Palpatine back? Didn't he die? Why the hell, why is Rey a Skywalker? That was the big one. Yep. His wife was literally like, when they touched each other, did they get married somehow in the Force? Or I mean, like he said, all these questions started coming up, and he said that becomes very confusing. You know, how does this happen? Why did that happen? If she's a Palpatine, how is she now a Skywalker? And so even as they believe they're more casual fans, it confused even the more casual Star Wars fan. They didn't understand the storyline.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, it's visually entertaining and a lot of spots, but there were arcs to the story in the film that they didn't get, that didn't make any sense to them. So look, they made the changes thinking it was going to resonate to general audiences, and look what's happened to the box office. It's actually bit them in the ass.
Yeah.
If you want to know the truth.
According to Christie's here, thank you. She's dropping the channels in the chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to 19K Fox and Rhodes Rants. Got almost 30 people here watching, and I did the math. Rise of Skywalker needs to make 55.5 billion to tie. I'm sorry, 55.5 million to tie Rogue One. That's what it needs to do. Just to tie Rogue One.
I wish I knew what it was doing internationally every week.
Oh, Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
I don't know why Box Office Mojo doesn't give you the international numbers day by day like they do. Actually, let me try the numbers.com.
Well, they screwed up their site. IMDb bought them, and it just messed the site all up.
Oh, okay.
That's why it looks so different. The layout's different. It's not friendly anymore.
Yeah, I wonder why that was the case. That's weird.
Yeah.
Odin uses the numbers. I'm going to check out the numbers here real quick. If it would actually open up.
Yeah, John, it was dead on arrival in China.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, it made like what 2 million the first weekend or something.
Yeah, it was bad.
It didn't make it 2 weeks, did it?
Yeah, it didn't even do Rogue One numbers. I think it did half of Rogue One in China or something.
Yeah, the numbers website is acting up, so I can't go to it. That sucks. We should be getting an announcement this month, probably for the next Star Wars project, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, Screen Rant came out yesterday and said that, you know, the High Republic thing, I did a video on the other day. Those movies are coming, which is going to be 400 years before. It would be 400 years before A New Hope.
Right.
And they're also going to do a television show that's going to be associated with those movies as well. So I don't know. I mean, that puts them right in the time period to have Yoda involved. But I guess that's maybe the only character they could have involved, unless they bring some of these characters that didn't quite make it into the Rise of Skywalker into this thing. You know, people are saying, well, Revan's going to show up, but I don't know that all the timelines work out for that either. So, people swear up and down that Keanu Reeves is in talks for it, but I don't know.
Yeah, everybody's talking about that.
I think that's something they just want to see. But, you know, timeline, schmineline. I mean, they're going to do whatever they want to now. They've screwed it all up, so who knows?
Well, I don't understand why they're even considering doing this because, you know, I assume Kennedy won't get an extension. And let's say they promote up Favreau, unless now I've already heard Favreau's gained more power anyway. And so if
hopefully.
Yeah, well, Grace Randolph swears up and down. And so's a Hollywood Reporter. They said that Favreau's got more power now. So if she's not going to be involved in those movies, I don't understand why they're not sort of taking the release dates off the movies.
Yes.
Move the release dates, okay? Because if your president's not going to be there anymore, then find out if your new president has better ideas. Unless she's already sort of stepped. The word is she's going to get moved in Disney somewhere. Okay. She's going to get promoted upwards, of course, but out of Lucasfilm into Disney somewhere. Right. So, because they're not going to fire a woman, they're not going to do it no matter what.
It'll be some position where she really has nothing to do.
That's what
I'm thinking. So they'll probably just make up some position, you know, like, oh, Kathleen Kennedy is going to be the president emeritus of Lucasfilm or something, which is basically get out of here.
She's creative scout.
The Disney liaison to Antarctica, you know.
Yeah. Here we go. Did we ever find out where Carrie Hart went? They never said anything about her.
For some other company now. She's got another job with some other entertainment company.
Yeah, because I don't think they ever mentioned her. We know that I think she was fired. I think she was fired after Solo. You know, Last Jedi bomb with the fans, and then Solo comes out. Can't fire Kathleen Kennedy, so I guess they can fire the minority woman.
Yeah.
Unofficially, just throwing that out there. Oh, that's the way Hollywood is.
Let's see.
I have my hopes that Kathleen is going to step down and follow her own passions or whatever, maybe start her own company or whatever.
Right.
You know, make it look like it's her decision to leave and move on. But You're probably right. She'll be promoted to some made-up position.
Yeah, exactly. Like president emeritus of a university. Those guys do nothing. It's a retirement. Because I think when I graduated from college, the president of my university, he retired, and he was given the President Emeritus title, I think.
Oh boy, Rose found something.
What?
I don't know. He's dying.
Oh snap! Okay, I found out where Carrie Hart is working. God, y'all are gonna love this.
Where?
Wendy's on First Street.
Former Lucasfilm Senior VP of Development Carrie Hart is joining the Last Jedi's director and producer team of Rian Johnson and Ram Bergman in their new studio, T Street.
You know you're lying.
She will be
You're making
joined.
this up. There's no way.
She will be joined
No way that's
by another former Lucasfilm VP, Stephen Fader, who was the VP of Film Development at Lucasfilm. Both were part of the Lucasfilm story group. Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
Oh boy.
Good Lord.
Oh, my man, John Talks, a great friend and channel. Great channel. If you're not subscribed to John Talks, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now. Hell, John, Rhodes, and Fox. Carrie Hart is working for Rian Johnson and Ram Bergman's production company. I think that's what Rhodes just said.
I just broke that news on John Matrixx stream. John Talks. What's up, sir?
Thank
Good to
you.
see
John
you.
Talks. Very, very great content. If you like what I say here, you'll definitely like what he has to say. And check out his channel. Great channel. He's live all the time too. So make sure you go and support John Talks.
Absolutely.
He's like one of the godfathers of the fandom menace, you know?
Yeah. He's one of the first ones. I found a video. I think I told you on this. It was about a month ago or so, and a Geeks and Gamers live stream came up, and I'm not a live stream, a video came up in my recommended videos from like 2 years ago. John had 4,000 subs then. I'm like,
Yeah.
I wish I had 4,000 subs now. Now he's at 55,000 subs.
Wow. That's great.
Me and my wife used to sit back and watch his videos and SC reviews videos on The Last Jedi. Just every day, new Last Jedi video.
Yeah, his Brie Larson videos blew up his channel.
Ooh,
how many? John, how many subs did you have when the Brie Larson thing started? I know you were like, man, I've been subbed to him for so long now. I can't remember how many subs. That was back in March. Because I know if I grew, I got a bunch of views and subs off of Brie Larson. And I think he had to be like at 20,000.
That's
maybe less.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like killing it with those Rise of Skywalker, the world's burning down thumbnails. With all those flames, you know, Ray screaming in pain, you know. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
He said he was around 50.
Yeah, around 15K. Yeah,
Oh.
somewhere around there. Boy, Brie Larson was gold.
Man.
And
Well,
man, she
Captain
needs.
Marvel 2 is coming.
Oh God,
That was a lot of hard
I don't know if that actual Captain Marvel. You heard the news about the director?
Oh yeah. Or the writer.
The writer. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did a
it's the
video
writer,
on
okay.
it. Yeah.
Is that real or not? I'm starting to wonder if that was actually real or not.
I don't know. I saw it in 4 or 5 different places, but until they come out and say it's not real, it's real.
See, I only found it on one place, and I didn't do a video on it. I started to do a video on it, but it's so hard for me to make one video a day now, so I didn't even cover it. So,
Well, when you start researching her, though, her political views in entertainment still make the video valid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
right.
I mean, she is a major like social justice nut job. She's
Oh, great.
out there.
It's a great fit for Brie Larson.
Yeah, hates Trump. I mean, this woman
Yeah, it says the
tweets about
never
Trump
Trumper.
all the time. You know, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh boy, it's funny how woke Hollywood is going to get that man reelected. A man that actually, you know what? Not to get political, but it's official today. Pelosi signed the articles of impeachment.
Saw that.
I saw it on Fox, and I just laughed because it's a joke.
It's a joke.
I mean, they just signed him for 4 more years by doing that today. Just throwing it out there. Whether you like Trump or
You
not,
don't-
doesn't matter. He's getting reelected in a landslide.
Yeah, the guy
To tell you the truth.
he don't care about that. He's too busy
No,
doing his
no,
stuff.
it's just so funny, man. John Sally, actually John Talks, he referred to you, John Matrixx. I sub to both Johns. Yes, and make sure you subscribe to Fox and Roads Rants as well. It's going to be a big year for the channel. Hopefully all our channels have a big year. Once we get through this dry spell of January, where actually I think last January I probably had more views because that was the whole Star Wars theory fallout with Lucasfilm last January that happened. So
I hit 1,250 today. Actually, I'm in 251. So
I remember how many. I think I had 200 subs last January, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was around 200 subs. Because I remember I had a monster January as far as subs go. I think I got like 400 subs in January.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right now we're in the mourning period. Star Wars is all dead now. We're in a mourning period.
what was in the news cycle last January?
I know Star Wars theory was huge because he got copyrighted.
Yeah, that was big. That was big for my channel, actually.
Yeah, that was big because I think that was my first 8,000 view video that happened.
Yeah,
because of that. And then I just started following up on it. I got more and more views and everything. That was pretty much the hot thing. Glassed came out last year, but really tell you the truth, my channel sucked last January. The content was bad. So I don't even go back and watch those videos to tell you the truth. Actually, I have a hard time watching any video from me really until like last June, to tell you the truth. So basically the first year of this channel, those videos are unwatchable. So don't even try to find them.
Don't even try to find them.
I don't delete videos. I think I have some that are private, I think, but I don't delete them. So yeah, but I think that was pretty much the only big thing last January.
That was awfully big, though. I think I got 100 subs off that Star Wars theory thing alone.
Yeah,
so
it was something like that. And there really isn't anything big right now. I mean, Star Wars it's just dying off, man, because I mean everything that we know about the movie it's just trash, to tell you the truth. I guess the Oscars are kind of thing now, but
yeah, the Oscars will be big. His episode 2 trailer will drop in July, I think. I actually got a ton of views off the trailer reaction of his first one.
Yeah. Good question here. You guys, saying, what do you guys think about the whole Donald Trump Vince Vaughn thing? The SJW is all upset about it. Yep. Of course, the people on Twitter upset about everything. In case you guys don't know, Vince Vaughn was at the national championship game, college football. All he did was, I guess, shake Trump's hand, said hi. I don't know the whole details of it. I think that was pretty much about it. And they're trying to cancel him. But here's the thing. Vince Vaughn is not a far lefty in Hollywood. From what I understand, he's a libertarian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So people that want to cancel him, go ahead, because your life is pathetic. Pathetic. I think, Rhodes, you did a video on that too, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. I think he's voted Republican before, but yeah, he's a libertarian. Yeah. And look, he's got no shame in it. I wonder if there's a correlation between his roles diminishing over the last 4 or 5 years for his, like, he's not getting a lot of theatrical releases now.
Oh yeah, I truly believe that.
A lot of his stuff is going direct to video all of a sudden, and it's like, why is that happening to Vince Vaughn? He was one of the hottest actors on the planet. Now he's gone, just like that.
Yeah.
Think correlation. A lot of Republicans in Hollywood
They're hiding.
get blackballed except for Clint Eastwood. But
Yep.
Clint Eastwood is old man, and he don't really,
he don't care.
really, he don't care.
He's
He don't really care.
Yeah,
I mean,
I believe that it blew up like it did. I mean, I've known for a while that he was conservative, libertarian, whatever. There's a lot of actors out there that like it. It's just funny. It's just hilarious how
they just don't say nothing.
The tolerant left want to just cancel anybody. He shook the man's hand.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you shook the man. It's the president. Come on.
Here's how phony Hollywood is. This is how phony they are. And I already did a video on this too. They want to preach, we need more diversity. We need more black representation. All these, so much gender and race kind of thing. And one person that was non-white got nominated for an Academy Award.
Mm-hmm.
One. You know what? I'm going to say this. This is probably the best thing that happened to Hollywood because they just got exposed. They just got exposed. Once again, Oscar so white trending on Twitter. I loved it. I loved it. And me personally, I don't really care if you're black, white, or whatever. If you're a bad actor, you're a bad actor. I mean, if you put out really good quality movies, that's fine. That's great. Now the fits would have been in if Kristen Stewart got nominated for Best Actress, but that's a whole nother story. So,
man.
And John Taltz actually put out a video. Another movie of hers flopped.
Underwater.
Underwater. Charlie's Angels flopped. Now, how in the world is she getting leading roles?
I think this movie's been in the can for a while, and they just released it.
It was a Fox Disney.
Yeah.
During that purchase, it got shelved, and they decided to slide it to the January
dumpster fire month.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Yeah. Not a lot of good movies come out in January anyway.
No, not really.
Maybe that's why. But you got to think about it, man. Kristen Stewart, man, box office poison. Yep. I mean, what is? Let me look up Charlie's Angels.
I cringe when I think about her being in a movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's not fun to watch. She's really not.
No.
She kind of plays the same character all the time.
Oh my God, that movie's only made $68 million.
Charlie's Angels?
Yeah. That's it. And it's not in movie theaters anymore.
I'm surprised it made that much, if you want to know the truth. I'm like, wow.
And the budget was $48 million. So this movie probably needed about $85 million or so to break even.
Yeah.
More like 100, probably.
Yeah, probably 100. I was just trying to be kind right there, actually. And it opened to 8.3 million domestically. Wow.
Damn.
So that movie must have did big business overseas compared to domestic. Yeah.
Probably so, man. Man, it's just bad. But she's a Twilight girl. But the thing is, I think the only reason why those Twilight movies were somewhat successful was because the readers of that book had a loyal following. Loyal following. Now,
yeah, I know a lot of women that went and saw those movies, and that was like their Star Wars. No kidding.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they would sit in the theater by the time they got to the last one, and they would sit through like a marathon of all the first ones leading up to the last one, just like they do with Star Wars films.
Right.
And they'd be taking selfies from the theater, and I'm like, I am so glad I'm not there.
Right. Exactly. And the other famous vampire genre, the Vampire Chronicles, Anne Rice, there was actually a development for Hulu for the Vampire Chronicles to put, I guess, like TV shows based on those books, and it's canceled.
What?
They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it.
So much for vampires, huh?
Yeah, I know. I was actually thinking about making a vampire channel because I really, really like vampire lore. So I was thinking about doing, making a channel, doing all this stuff off screen.
Mm-hmm.
and do like Star Wars theory type of videos on it. But I don't know, maybe I'll do something like that. But man, I really love her books. Her books are really, really good. I read them all. I think probably the last one I didn't read, but I think I read part of it. So,
what's going to be the highest grossing movie of 2020, you guys?
It's a good question. What blockbusters are coming out this year? Got Black Widow, Wonder Woman. That's the biggest ones I can think of. I would probably say Black Widow at this point because between those two movies, which one you think is going to make more money? I think Wonder Woman, is going to hit $1 billion. Black Widow may make a little more because of the whole MCU thing.
That's true. I think,
but this movie, like unlike Captain Marvel, there's no Endgame or Infinity War to boost it up.
That's right, and we know that she dies.
Yeah, she's dead.
We know about the character and how they end up. So Fast and Furious 9 is still out there.
No,
that'll make a ton of money.
A lot of money.
It ain't gonna make as much as the comic book movies, I think.
There was one, when was that Fast and the Furious movie 3 years ago that made 1.2 billion, I think?
Yeah, it's Fast. I think it was Fast 7, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at
but The Rock's not in this one.
He's not gonna be in this one.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, well, that's different.
Mulan is gonna be a big one this year.
Oh, you got Double Woke 7 coming out too. James Bond, No Time to Die.
Yeah, that's coming out. That'll
Double Woke 7. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, Wonder Woman's poised to be the biggest movie, I think.
Probably so. Mulan is going to be huge, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge. It's going to international leads on that.
Mm-hmm.
Doolittle is coming out.
What? Lucas Black is coming back for this Fast and the Furious movie from Tokyo Drift.
Let me say this about Birds of Prey.
Candyman comes out this year.
Birds of Prey is going to flop, I think.
Oh,
that looks terrible, man.
Have you seen that trailer in theaters?
No, I haven't seen theater.
I saw it before 1917, and maybe it was the wrong crowd. I don't know, but the whole trailer goes by and nobody mumbles, laughs, nothing until the very, very end where the hyena kind of laughs. And they were like, huh. I mean, I don't know if anybody's, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe tell me in the chat. I don't know. I don't know that anybody's pumped about this or looks at it and thinks it looks interesting. I mean,
I love Suicide Squad. I'm completely out on this. Completely out. I was one of the 3 people on Earth that love Suicide Squad, and I am out on it. Yeah,
I don't like Suicide Squad. It was okay. Yeah. I found something here. The 15 movies with the biggest box office potential for 2020. It has Onward. That's from Disney.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place 2. No Time to Die. Black Widow.
Tenet.
Fast 9.
Chris Nolan.
Wonder Woman.
Tenet. Yep.
Soul. Another Disney movie. Top Gun Maverick. Man, I think Top Gun Maverick is probably my most anticipated movie of the year. I know it's not going to be the highest grossing movie of the year. Minions: The Rise of Gru. It looks like a Disney movie. I'm not sure. Tenet. Jungle Cruise. The Rock. Know how I feel about The Rock. The Eternals. That comes out this year. I didn't think about that.
Yep.
Kong versus Godzilla comes out this year.
My concern about the Eternals is that movie is supposed to be pretty woke. Kong versus, I can't believe they had that listed on here as like one of the highest grossing movies of the year.
Yeah, because
15 potential.
So high.
No, it didn't. They say Raya and the Last Dragon. Oh, Dune comes out in December.
Oh,
I think we have to see some of that before people get pumped about it.
That trailer's got to be. It's got to really knock us on our butts. Yeah.
It's got to.
Bill and Ted, but we're talking about highest grossing movies. Bill and Ted, I think, is going to be a fun movie though.
Oh yeah.
I'm really looking. That actually may be my Bill and Ted is in my top 5 most anticipated movies of the year, though.
Mhm.
Is there Coming to America also?
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about that.
I can tell you my most anticipated, and it was Top Gun until that Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer dropped, and I'm like, okay, I'm in on Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's this year, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, you know
I can't wait
that
to see that. God.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, when it comes out, the SJWs are gonna go insane on that movie.
Oh yeah.
Insane.
Yep.
Because this movie doesn't recognize Wokebusters 2016. Well, you know what, SJWs? I got to say this. You did not even go see Wokebusters 2016, so you have nothing to complain about. Anybody that believes that SJWs went and saw Wokebusters, I don't. They didn't go see it. They don't care about Ghostbusters.
Nobody.
Wow, Robert Zemeckis has got a movie coming out this year.
When's the last time you had a movie?
I don't know. He comes out in October. Oh, but wow, guys, Snake Eyes is opening against Halloween Kills.
Ooh, really?
One of those movies surely will move.
You don't think it's it's not really counter programming, is it?
The audience, there will be a crossover audience between Snake Eyes and Halloween.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
That's the same audience.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, Poet Scotty says the Eternals is going to flop. What do you mean by flop? Because I don't think an MCU movie this year is not going to lose money. We know that movie is going to be woke. They're doing a lot of race and gender swapping, and they're going to have alphabet representation in that movie. But this won't be the movie. This will be the first woke movie from the MCU that we actually see. So that can actually hurt future MCU movies, but it's not gonna flop.
Your general audience, look at this cast: Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek, Richard Madden, and Kit Harington.
That's some big time names.
That movie's gonna kill the general box office.
I mean, men are just gonna go see it because Salma Hayek's in it.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, just throwing it out there.
I can't debate that logic.
Kit Harington, Game of Thrones guy.
Right.
John Sally, yes, Snake Eyes is in the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. That's it.
Yeah, about time they made that, man. It's been a while.
It's been forever.
Yeah, so Ray Park is gonna be he's gonna be in the suit, right?
I think
he's gonna be the star.
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't really heard too much about it, but I really want to see it. I think, you know what? A lot of people don't like G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. I thought it was okay. I thought it was better than the second one. The second one with The Rock. Man, The Rock, man.
Bruce
The
Willis.
Rock is overrated. Let's call it what it is. The Rock is overrated.
The Rock is really good in those fast movies. He's good in those.
Over the top craziness.
The Rundown is good.
Yes, the Rundown was good. Yeah.
Walking Tall was good. What's some other movies he's been in?
But
he was in San Andreas. I actually like San Andreas.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, I kind of like it.
He doesn't have a franchise though. I mean, he's a part of the Fast franchise, but he doesn't have like his Rambo or Rocky or Terminator.
Right.
And it's kind of weird, honestly.
I keep telling you, if they want to do Predator, just get Predator, drop him somewhere, put The Rock in it, and they got a $500
that's a movie.
Yes,
that's a movie I think he could do.
Yeah.
That last Predator movie was so bad, though.
Do you know how many people will be like, "Holy shit, The Rock versus the Predator"? Yeah, count me in.
I mean, I would like to see him star in a Predator movie. Why don't they do a sequel to that? Predators.
That was
bring back Adrian Brody. That is a really good Predator movie.
I like it.
Yeah, bring back Robert Rodriguez. God, it was underrated.
That was my second favorite Predator movie. Not even close. I like it better than Predator 2.
I do too.
I've got a soft spot for Predator.
I did, man.
Do you have?
I saw it opening night. And
think
the
of this,
theater was
man.
packed. I had a blast. That was a fun
Danny Trejo was in that movie. Danny Trejo is awesome.
Yeah.
Walton Goggins is in that movie. That dude that's a phenomenal actor. He's so underrated in everything. Justified, such a good show.
Have y'all seen the Netflix movie with Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson?
Yes.
What movie is that?
It made my honorable mentions that you were part of the live stream on, according to Christy.
The Highwaymen, right?
Yeah, the Highwaymen. Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah. You were saying that.
It was good.
Yeah, I need to see Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 5 on the CW app because they showed it back to back, and it was on Supergirl. And I'm not a fan of watching woke Supergirl, but I got to see it because in a Crisis is on that.
Yeah, I need to watch it too.
Did you see Crisis episode 4?
I have not watched it yet. No.
You already know. Everybody knows the spoiler already.
Yeah, well, the spoilers online. I watched.
Yeah,
so
right.
They connect the CW's Arrowverse to the DCEU. Ezra Miller's Barry Allen meets Grant Gustin's Barry Allen, and it was a cool scene. But overall, man, I'm kind of disappointed with this crossover, man.
Yeah,
it was kind of boring.
I've watched the first 3 episodes. It was just
so far, for all the good actors they brought in, so far it is a dud. It is the worst Crisis they've ever done.
I mean, why even bring back Tom Welling?
Yeah, it's the worst they've ever done.
like-
It's not even close. It is terrible so far.
Yeah, Campia put up a video about the Flash meeting the Flash in the last episode. He didn't like it, but he brought up some good points about Michael Rosenbaum didn't come back, and he agreed with him not coming back based on what we got for this crossover. I mean, guys coming back and not doing anything.
But
I mean, they said, "Oh, we're gonna get Burt Ward. We're gonna get Linda Carter." Linda, was she even in? Maybe she's in part 5. I don't know. I haven't seen her in anything. And to tell you the truth, I hate the Lex Luthor from Supergirl. I do not like that Lex Luthor at all. Rosenbaum is light years better than this dude.
And I like John Cryer. I mean, he's a great actor, but
his Lex Luthor is not for me, man.
But it is not a great Lex take at all.
No. And they killed off Kingdom Come Superman. That pissed me off, man. I didn't like that. Brandon Routh is excellent as Superman.
Yeah.
Tyler Hoechlin, he's okay. But Brandon Routh is light years better as Superman than Tyler Hoechlin. And by the way, they're making a new Supergirl spinoff, Superman and Lois, with Tyler Hoechlin and the girl that plays Lois Lane on the CW.
I'm watching it. I'm in. I got me.
I'm kind of worried a little bit about it.
No, it's going to be good.
You know, it's a spinoff of Supergirl, and you know that Supergirl is pretty woke.
Now, I like him as Superman more than you do, though.
Yeah, so I'm afraid they're going to emasculate Superman. Superman is my favorite comic book hero.
They've already done it. I mean, Supergirl's stronger than he is in the show.
That's why I don't watch that show.
Yeah,
I watch like 3 episodes, 2 or 3 episodes of Supergirl.
I only watched
get into it.
Season I was done.
Could not get into it, man. It's depressing. Good point here. The Arrowverse peaked about 3 years ago. That's about right.
That's accurate.
I mean, the Flash this season. Arrow needs to end. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
That was the last episode last night then.
By the way, do you want another spoiler for the last episode? Because I can give you one right quick.
For episode 5?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Let me see it. I want to see it.
Okay.
See it.
It's pretty fucking cool. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Something we've been waiting to see for a while in the DC universe. We ain't seen yet.
So yesterday was the last episode for Arrow. Or there's one more episode.
The ending is already online. Let's put it that way. The very, very end. And I watched it and was like, whoa.
Because the thing is, we knew that Emily Beck was supposed to come back for the final episode of Arrow, but she wasn't in the last episode of Arrow yesterday. So is there another episode next week? That's my question.
No, it's over. It was 5 episodes. That was it. It was
So
only a 5-episode crossover.
no, I'm talking about Arrow itself.
Oh,
Because Emily Beck is supposed to be in the last episode. And based off of what happened at the end of episode 4,
that's a good question.
it seemed like it may be over. I'm not going to spoil
I
that.
thought it ended. I thought it was over, but
Well, if it was, then maybe they cut Emily Beck from something happened. Well, I'm not even going to spoil it. You haven't seen it yet, Rhodes. You haven't seen it yet. Okay. You need to watch it then. Because when I get off here, I'm going to go and watch episode 5. But overall, the crossover, I didn't really.
well, look, they're this close to getting the DCU really right. If they can bring back Henry, and he's the key.
I think so.
If they can bring Henry back, they got The Rock as Black Adam taking on Hawkman. Are you shitting me? That is going to be epic on a big screen.
I don't think that's going to happen because, J.J. Abrams is coming over to make Superman now. And from what we heard, they want a guy like 24 years old, something like that. They want a new Superman. They don't need to reboot the character.
Leave Superman alone. You've got the actor and the character.
Henry
right.
Cavill feels like Superman to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He feels like Superman.
He needs a sequel.
Well, and all that's leading me to look. You got Shazam right. You got Wonder Woman. You got Aquaman. You got Superman.
And they're going to do Flashpoint.
And you've got Flashpoint coming. All your characters are lining up for a new Justice League in like 3 or 4 or 5 years down the road. Good characters that people like. People like Zachary Levi as Shazam.
Right.
And he was in Justice League, so bring him in,
I mean, would you be okay if they did this? Let's say Cavill comes back for Superman 5 years down the road. Would you be okay with him being Kingdom Come Superman?
That might not be so bad. Yeah. I like that Kingdom Come Superman.
That seems like it could be interesting.
Yeah.
The problem is you got to kill off Lois, though.
Yeah.
She got to go.
Well, if you're going to make some omelets, you got to break some eggs. So, I mean.
I think that'll be interesting, man. We haven't seen that take of Superman where Lois is killed. And the Joker, you bring in the Joker because the Joker is supposed to kill Lois.
Yes.
Ooh. Joaquin Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. How would you guys like to see that Joaquin Phoenix kills Lois Lane?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be really dope, man. I'm just thinking of stuff for Warner Brothers, man.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here thinking in my mind, can I see Henry Cavill and Dwayne Johnson go at it? Black Adam versus Superman. That'd be so badass.
Of course, the only problem is Batman. What do we do? I mean, we had Ben Affleck as Batman. That kind of messes the whole thing up.
Well, if you're going to do Kingdom Come, you don't need Batman. You can market the movie.
If you got Flashpoint, you don't need Ben either.
Yeah.
Superman is the key to the DC movies. If you get Superman right, you bring in Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, market the hell out of it with Joker. You probably are looking at like a $1.5 billion movie. Yep. Actually, with Superman, you can get $2 billion probably if you do it right. Probably so. Superman is by far the most popular comic book.
And we honestly, I mean, I'm worried about it. I'm really worried about it. But who knows? Maybe Pattinson kills Batman for all we know.
Probably so.
If he does, then that changes everything.
Yeah.
If he's good as Batman.
Yeah.
It changes everything. Yeah.
But I want to see Kingdom Come Superman. I want to see that Henry Cavill, Joaquin Phoenix.
Well, or maybe even like an Injustice storyline, because the Joker also kills Lois, or the Joker makes Superman kill Lois in the Injustice storyline.
Ooh, but that may be kind of dark though.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if they want to go there on screen.
I'm just saying.
Just brain. Yeah, I know they want to call it Injustice, the Injustice League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call them the Legion of Doom and bring them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just every guy that was born from 1975 through 1985 knows that Legion of Doom Super Friends cartoon was epic, must-see television
Right.
as a kid.
Yep.
And have the lineup. Make the lineup. You know, they've got Cheetah now. She's there. We want to see it all. I want to see Captain Cold. I want to see Toyman. I want to see Lex. I want to see the Riddler. You know, Solomon Grundy on the big screen. I want to see that, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
God, that'd be so good.
They got some of the best ones that DC does. They really do.
Yeah. Well, guys, we kind of been going all over the place.
It was fun.
But that was fun though, man. That was really, really fun talking about all of these different topics and stuff, you know, from Star Wars to the MCU to DC. And I don't make DC videos really because, man, they suck on my channel, man. I get no views on those. But I did get some views on the Ezra Miller Flash showing up in the CW. I got some views on that. But the last one I made, man, it was months ago and it bombed. I was like, I'm never making any more of these videos.
John Matrixx, cover your ears. Poet Scotty, maybe they already have. All right, let's just keep going.
Oh, you talking about Crisis Part 5?
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, I gotta watch it now.
So Green Lantern from the movies?
Don't say, Rhodes.
Just let's just keep going.
No, just go ahead and tell me. Green Lantern from the movies?
There's a flash to another Earth, another time, and let's just put it this way: there is an extreme cut to where you see a bunch of Green Lantern stuff, and then it cuts right away, and you keep going. But I mean, a ton of stuff. The corpse stuff, the all the Green Lantern Corps stuff, and the symbol, by the way, the green symbol. Yeah.
Because I was thinking like Ryan Reynolds was gonna show up or something. And
oh hell no.
That's what I thought she was talking.
They're trying to forget that, but officially Green Lantern is involved now. So
okay, cool. Maybe he'll get his own TV show.
About damn time.
Never know. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. Decided to go live here on Wednesday because I may not go live on Friday because I really want to go see 1917 and post a review on it.
And I'll probably go see Bad Boys. So
that comes out, man.
I'm watching that. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. That's my 2-minute review this week. Bad Boys for life.
Okay. I'm going to have to. Well, I got a 3-day weekend, so maybe I can watch both movies.
I might go see that tomorrow night. It comes out tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm watching it tomorrow night.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, we're getting out of here. Any final words, gentlemen?
Hell no. y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming out.
I'll be going to 2 o'clock tonight, everybody. Swing by my channel.
I'm going to go and watch Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 5, finish that dumpster fire. Even though last episode was okay, but still. Anyway, guys, we'll catch you next time, okay? Peace.